Praise the Lord, brothers and sisters. This is Brother Dave with Devotion 4. Uh, I would put in my book many devotions throughout time to time, and this devotion is called See Him. And it's a real life story. Most of these devotionals are actual things that have happened in my life that maybe you can relate to also. And before we came to know the Lord, in a personal way where we walk with him and get to know him personally and on a daily walk, even though we may have believed there was a Jesus, we believed in Jesus, we didn't have our life in order to follow him. We were in a learning process even before we came into the Lord. And this is like an example of that. And even as a Christian, this can happen to many of us. And we used to live, I had 4 brothers and a sister. We used to live about a half a block, block at the most, but about a half a block from the public park where we did sports. We were into all kinds of stuff, ping pong, baseball, football, everything at the park. We were park boys, but around that park, there were all kinds of gangs. They called the Tahunga Angels. We had the Warnham. We had the Freeloaders, a car club called the Ventures, and all these different character kind of clubs. And they'd hang around, and there were always fights going on. And matter of fact, initiations took place in some of the public restrooms where they go in, and to get into their gang, you had to be beat up by 4 or 5 of them and survive it for 2 to 3 minutes or whatever their time limit was. If you survived it, you come out of there with a tooth missing or something, and you were all happy. You were just happy as a lark because you now were in the gang. But anyway, there were those type of people around, all the park boys that were into sports and other things, but then there were the gang people also. Well, anyway, See Him. I'm going to show this to you now as I prepare. And that's my little cover page that my daughter had made for me. And this is See Him. I wrote this one January 10th of 2021. And this is now the 29th of January 2022. So, this is about a year ago, I guess I wrote this. This whole book, I wrote different devotions, or it's kind of maybe not the typical type of devotion that you're used to, but food for thought for the day, okay? See Him. And it says up at the top, I was with my brother at the local park down the street a few years before I surrendered my life to Jesus and to follow him. So I wasn't yet there on the road with the Lord, okay? But the Lord already was dealing with my self-righteousness, because I thought I was a pretty good guy. I never really went out to hurt people or anybody. I just thought I was a pretty good guy. I said to my brother, you can see where my thumb is, my brother Tom. Now, Tom is the guy that could always give you a quick-witted answer. He was a quarterback also at my high school. And quarterbacks, not only are they athletically, but they have to make quick split decisions right away. But anyway, my brother Tom, he's always coming up with a goodie. But this time, I said, look, Tom, See him? He's a local gang member. He's at every brawl, every fight, accident, every evil happening in town. This guy, every time he was always there. Well, my brother Tom said, Dave, what? You must be there to see him. So you're just as guilty. Wow, there goes my big mouth again. Do you have a judgmental big mouth too? Sometimes we're pointing the fingers at others and we do the same. There's that guy, he's at every fight, every accident, every evil happening in town. And Tom said, Dave, you must be there to see him. I swallowed my Adam's apple. I mean, I ate crow, feathers and all. Brothers and sisters, sometimes, like they say, you point the finger one way and 4 more are pointing back at you. God bless your day. Let's not point a finger. Bye.